Hello and welcome to week 38, one of our continuing weekly videos on YouTube here. And again, complete open and transparency here. You can see the trading system has started and we are currently running at a loss of minus 1.46%. 2 winning trades and 3 losses. What you can also notice, even in this early stage, we've already had 1 total drawdown hit. So that means that if we've had a maximum of 3 trades open and the maximum P&L hits a minus 2.5, then we close out the trades. So the capital protection is always on point, and it's something that we here at RiseOn absolutely make absolutely critical to us, to being our success and our longevity, to be honest, of constantly, keeping within the boundaries and always making nice profits and gains. Every week's going to always be a different week. We're never going to expect to be making the 5, 10, 15% weeks. We're going to have some weeks which might be a wee bit loss, or we could have a break-even week, and that's just the nature of the beast. You can see here now we are sitting at 3 total drawdowns being hit this week. So that means 3 sets of minus 2.5%, and again, not a problem because total equity is only sitting at minus 1.62%. Still very, very good within maybe a not so big a week this week that we might have. So total wins are 12, 13 wins now. Losses are sitting at 9. Total orders 22. So you can just tell, the system's been very well managed here, not overexposing ourselves. And we're just keeping totally in boundary of our limits. What you'll notice here, we're coming up to a news event and you're going to see trades close right before the news event, and you'll see the spike. You can see these trades are open. We've got open positions here. And there we go. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic to see. That is critical. And for clients and customers to be able to physically witness and see that, I think is exceptional. So you can see what happened there. Right before the news event, we had 3 or 4 open positions, and they all closed out right before the news event. So we took the loss and we moved on. And that's it. Now we come back and we make up the recovery. So that's now, we're hitting at a total of 4 now this week of equity, total equity hit at a minus 2.5. So, that's us, having, loss of 10%, but we're now only sitting at minus 0.36 for the week. So the recovery of the system is being exceptional for a week like this. We're going to have bad weeks, we're going to have good weeks. This week is not a bad week at all. I think it's, just a nice steady week. But the great thing is what you're seeing is the system has recovered, and that's the key. It's recovered fantastically well. We're still quite low on orders, only total of 34. And that kind of indicates, quite a slower week. Now we're kind of pushing into a small little bit of profit, sitting at 1.88. So the recovery has been, first class. And now we're just moving into the end of the week, and we're going to be finishing off with a small bit of profit. And I think that's totally brilliant, because what you've seen here is you've seen the system perform and react to news events. You've seen the system perform and how it responds to drawdown. You've seen the system perform and recover from now a total of 5. So now we're sitting at nearly 12.5% of losses, but we're still in profit for the week. So the system has recovered very, very well. And here we are at the end of the week, and we're finishing the week at plus 1.1%. Total winning trades 29, total losses of 15. But as I've said quite a few times in this video, and that's deliberate, is the total drawdown we've had maxed out at minus 2.5 has been 5 times, but we've still ended the week in profit. And that, I think, has to give just as much confidence as having a positive 10, 15, 20% week, because the proof is here in the system that the recovery is exceptional. Thank you.